Hello and welcome to another analysis video for Delta Mons. Yeah, today there we are. I am talking about Delta Gardevoir and Mega Delta Gardevoir, uh, ice and electric and ice types, which means that yeah, this thing has Volt Beam Stab. It's like Rodent Frost, but it doesn't have to miss Blizzard. And it dies to Earthquake, which is unfortunate. But very cool mons. I'll put up the stats. Like it just has Gardevoir, a Mega Gardevoir stat. Very strong, especially, and very weak physically. But that's what Gardevoir always had, and they're so good mons, and it's just these things are just very offensive, and nothing really switches into these because of its stab typing, and it's got pretty wild coverage too. I'll get back to the coverage too. Also, webcam, I fit it on here in the corner. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it. Maybe not. I don't know. I'll see. But yeah, the stats are pretty okay. Mega Gardevoir is Mega Delta Gardevoir is pretty fast and very strong. So nothing really fits into Mega Delta Gardevoir. Its abilities are Lightning Rod, Clear Body, and Snow Cloak. Lightning Rod is probably the best ability. Clear Body is also good if you're playing against web teams. Well, not really. Intimidate doesn't really bother you at all. You're special. Snow Cloak if you want to be an ass and heal, and Lightning Rod in general. Immunity to electric, and you get a special attack boost in if you get hit by an electric type move, which, even though it's situational, it's very powerful if it works out, especially for the Mega, because the Mega is still less. Lightning Rod moves some of the more interesting moves, not really coverage options, but like moves, utility moves. Calm Mind for setup, which makes this thing very strong. Screens, even though I'm not talking about a defensive stat, I only have offensive stats considering its typing. But screens and Nozzle are decent for defensive sets. As mentioned, its dual step is very strong. The Volt Switch for momentum, it can trick like more passive things, a choice item. And Ice Shard I put on there, like, even though it's not very strong, like, its attack is like 65/85. Like, the Mega is not weak physically, but it's definitely not strong physically, but it's a priority option if you want to use a priority option. So I put it there with question marks, because it's not the strongest option, but it can definitely be useful sometimes. Then I move on to the first set. This is a choice regular set. You can also run it like as a mega set, doesn't really matter. EVs, I just put max special attack, max speed, no nature. Like, I'm not putting too much thought into the EVs and nature. I just put something there. Volt Switch for momentum, because like I originally made this as a Scarf set. If you want specs, I think you still want Volt Switch. Just for the momentum, it's really nice. Ice Beam and Earth Power are probably like the best. Like, electric, ice, and ground is like the best coverage options you could possibly ask for. So yeah, that's what it has. So might as well run them. You could also run, like, instead of Earth Power, like one of the moves in from the slot below. Like, you can read, probably, hopefully. If you can't read, if you're not watching this, I'll just read them out, because you're probably too lazy to go to the video and actually watch what is on the screen. It's trick, as mentioned before, if you want to trick choice item onto walls. Energy Ball for I don't know. I didn't really think about what it actually hit, because like, I guess Energy Ball is for like ground water types, because ground types who die to Ice Beam, water types die to Thunderbolt. Or you could also run like Thunderbolt on the last one. I completely forgot. It didn't have a strong electric move option, but Volt Switch is not. Volt Switch is okay. Moonblast for fighting type. Fighting type and dark type dragons already died. Ice Beam, Flash Cannon for ice types and fairy types. Focus Blast for bulky steels, bulky normal types. Although you do have earth power for steels and rock types, it's still a very strong move. Psychic for poison and poison fighting. If you are worried about poison type, and Shadow Ball if you are afraid of some ghost or psychic type or whatever. It's just coverage, and it's the thing is you need the speed kind of because you're a bit slow and really frail physically. So this scarf gives you the speed boost, but if you're fine with like speed tiers or you have like a weapon support, you can definitely afford the specs. Just wreck any team really. You could also run like Life Orb instead of specs or extra belt. I'm not a fan of Life Orb. I think it's a garbage item, but you can run whatever you want, I guess. And you can just do a lot of damage. But I think I prefer the Scarf set myself because its speed is lackluster and its coverage options are very good. Its stab options are very good. And like no ground type really wants to switch into this unless it's actually faster. And it's really sure you're not clicking Ice Beam. But yeah, I do like the Scarf set more than other sets. Then we have the Mega set. Mega Gardevoir. I just put a Calm Mind coverage on this. You can run it really anything you want. You can run Vortex coverage, you can run Screens, you can run Nuzzle, you can run really anything. You can Volt Switch coverage. Like generally you do want to run Ice Beam and either Thunderbolt or Volt Switch or even both. And like Calm Mind is very good for just because you can boost on special attackers because the def is pretty good, and then you can just shred because your speed there is a lot better and your stab is like unresisted pretty much. Like what resists your stab? Like Magnezone, Violet Swine, that's like pretty much nothing. And for Magnezone you can run Earth Power. For Magnezone, Violet Swine you can run, I don't know, Energy Ball, Focus Blast, Flash Cannon. You have way too much coverage options. You shouldn't struggle to hit anything. Like dual stab and like coverage to hit something a little bit harder maybe is probably the best. All you really need coverage wise. So I think that's generally it for Gardevoir and Mega Delta Gardevoir. Delta Gardevoir, Mega Delta. Strong special attackers, a bit frail, a bit like its typing is not great. It's weak to like how many types? Fighting, rock. Like it's weak to stealth rock, which is unfortunate. So you do need to have some sort of hazard move unless you want to run boots. So you're weak to fighting, rock, fire, ground. Anything else? Steel is neutral. Anything else that hits ice super effectively? I can't think of anything. So I'm just gonna assume that's it. But yeah, not great defensive typing, but its stab is just wild, and Gardevoir is pretty fast too. I personally do prefer Gallade, Delta Gallade, and specifically Mega Delta Gallade, but this is definitely very strong, powerful threat. You definitely gotta watch out for this if you ever face one. Because before you know it's just gonna shred your team if you don't have anything faster or like a Scarf or whatever. But yeah, that's it for this mon. I try to keep these videos daily, although I'm not very good at that. But I might as well try, right? Yeah. And if you like, I'm playing a bit with how I laying out everything. Like I changed the text color and I added like a outline. Like if you want to have any suggestions or whatever for this, let me know. I'll just try it out, see what I think about it, because I'm not smart either, so I don't know what's best. So yeah. See you all when I upload the Delta Gallade video, which should be tomorrow, because I'm recording it right after this. Bye.